In Kenya's Maasai Mara, two names echo through the grasslands: Scarface and Morani, legendary rivals whose stories have defined an era. Join me as we journey into their worlds, piecing together the story of a rivalry for the ages. Scarface, instantly recognized by the deep scar over his right eye, was not just another lion in the Maasai Mara, he was a living legend. His distinctive mark told a story of survival, a badge earned in the wild's relentless struggle for dominance. Over the years, Scarface became the most photographed lion in Africa, drawing wildlife enthusiasts, filmmakers, and researchers from every corner of the globe. His image graced magazine covers and documentaries, making him a global ambassador for the wild. The scar that gave him his name was the result of a fierce territorial battle, a moment that would define his legacy. It marked him as a survivor, a leader forged in the fires of conflict, and a lion who refused to back down. For more than a decade, Scarface reigned with a rare blend of calculated serenity and quiet strength. He was not reckless. Instead, he chose his battles wisely, avoiding unnecessary fights and conserving his energy for when it truly mattered. His mastery of intimidation was legendary. Rivals would often retreat at the mere sight of him, his powerful presence alone enough to command respect and maintain order within his territory. Scarface's coalition of 4 formidable males controlled vast, resource-rich hunting grounds. Together they formed an alliance that ensured their prides thrived, protecting cubs and lionesses from outside threats. As the years passed and age crept in, Scarface adapted. He learned to conserve his strength, resting in the shade and moving only when necessary, saving his energy for the moments that truly mattered. Wildlife photographers and filmmakers traveled thousands of miles for a chance to witness Scarface in his natural habitat. His story, written in scars and survival, captivated all who saw him. Scarface faced relentless challenges, drought, fierce conflict, and constant threats from younger, ambitious challengers. Each day was a test of willpower, wisdom, and the ability to adapt to the ever-changing savanna. Under his leadership, stability returned to the prides, cubs grew strong and healthy, lionesses flourished, and the delicate balance of the savanna was preserved for another generation. Scarface was more than just a king. He was the beating heart of a living, breathing ecosystem. His influence rippled through the Mara, shaping the lives of countless animals. Even in his twilight years, Scarface's presence commanded respect. His legend grew with every passing season, shaping the very landscape and spirit of the Maasai Mara. To this day, Scarface's memory lingers, a symbol of survival, leadership, and the enduring power of character. His story continues to inspire all who hear it, reminding us of the wild's beauty, resilience, and the legacy one life can leave behind. Morani, whose name means warrior in Swahili, emerged as a legendary figure among the lions of the Maasai Mara. As a dominant male in the renowned Marsh Pride, Morani's story is one of strength, ambition, and transformation. From his earliest days, he embodied youthful power and an unmistakable confidence, standing out even among the most promising young males. Morani quickly earned a reputation for bold territorial takeovers. He was known for blending raw aggression with calculated discipline, always choosing the perfect moment to strike and defend his domain. His rise to power was marked by a series of decisive victories. With speed and strategy, he expanded his coalition's territory, outmaneuvering rivals and forging strong alliances with other males. Unlike the legendary Scarface, whose body bore the marks of countless battles, Morani's face remained relatively unscarred. He ended confrontations swiftly, relying on overwhelming force and tactical precision to avoid prolonged fights. Within the Marsh Pride, Morani's leadership brought a new era of stability and confidence. The lionesses trusted his strength and judgment, while the cubs thrived under his watchful protection, growing up in a secure and nurturing environment. Morani often led the pride on hunts, his presence a rallying point that united the group. His keen instincts and courage inspired the pride to work together, increasing their chances of success. As his fame spread across the Mara, Morani was admired not just for his strength but for his discipline and his rare ability to inspire unity among the pride's members. What truly set Morani apart was his adaptability. He evolved his tactics to match the Mara's ever-shifting dynamics, learning to read the land, the seasons, and the movements of both prey and rivals. Whether facing off against hyenas, challenging rival males, or enduring the harshest weather, Morani led with unwavering focus and remarkable courage, never backing down from a challenge. His reign signaled a new era for the marsh pride, as Morani challenged the established order with his youth, vigor and relentless drive to secure a future for his lineage. Today Morani stands as a symbol of promise and potential, a lion whose legacy continues to shape the destiny of the Maasai Mara, inspiring all who witness his story. Scarface and Morani embodied different philosophies of power and combat. Scarface, seasoned by survival, relied on experience and tactical intelligence, conserving energy, striking only when the odds favored him. His intimidating presence alone could deter rivals, his scarred visage a warning of battles survived. When forced to fight, he used terrain and calculated movements to minimize risk. Morani, by contrast, was all about youthful force, direct, powerful, and relentless. He overwhelmed opponents quickly, relying on stamina and physicality to end battles fast. Morani's discipline meant he rarely overcommitted, retreating only to regroup and strike again. Scarface's legacy was written in scars, Morani's in swift victories and unshaken confidence. Both shared an unyielding determination to protect their prides. Observers debated, was wisdom and patience superior, or speed and aggression? Their contrasting styles reveal the essence of what it means to be a lion in the Mara. Imagine a meeting on neutral ground. Scarface, older and wise, faces Morani, the embodiment of youthful vigor. Scarface would circle, reading Morani's intent, forcing him to make the first move. His patience would be his shield, experience his silent weapon. Morani would test Scarface's defenses with quick probing charges, trying to unsettle the veteran. Each attack would sap Scarface's stamina, searching for a weakness. Scarface might lure Morani into overextending, using the terrain to his advantage. Every moment would test endurance, Scarface aiming to tire Morani, Morani pressing to break through. The clash would be fierce, each lion drawing on every ounce of strength and skill. Roars would echo, dust would rise as the two legends battled for supremacy. Observers would witness a confrontation between eras, experience versus youth. The outcome would hinge on a single moment, a misstep, a surge of strength, a flash of insight. In the wild, victory is never guaranteed. Even legends must bow to nature's laws. What might the outcome be if these two titans clashed? The air is thick with anticipation, every muscle tensed, every instinct sharpened by years of survival in the wild. The Maasai Mara has witnessed countless battles, but few as charged as this. The fate of prides, the future of cubs, and the very balance of the savannah hang in the balance. The possibilities are as varied as the Mara's winds, shifting and unpredictable. Each gust carries the scent of change, a reminder that in this land, nothing is certain and every outcome is possible. In one scenario, Scarface's experience prevails. He weathers Morani's onslaught, outmaneuvers him, and stands victorious. Years of hard-fought battles have honed his instincts, making him a master of both patience and power. His scars are not just marks of survival but badges of wisdom earned through adversity. Morani, surprised by Scarface's resilience, is forced to retreat, nursing wounds and pride. The younger lion learns a harsh lesson about the cost of ambition, his dreams of dominance momentarily dashed, but not extinguished. Alternatively, Morani's youth and determination overwhelm Scarface, forcing the older lion to yield and marking the rise of a new king. The torch is passed, not with ceremony, but with the raw force of nature's will. Morani's roar echoes across the plains, signaling a new era for the pride. Yet, a third possibility exists. Both lions, injured and exhausted, disengage, neither emerging as a clear victor. Their bodies bear the toll of battle, and their spirits are tempered by the realization that sometimes, survival is the only victory worth claiming. The rivalry becomes legend, a story told by the winds, a reminder that survival often outweighs victory. The Mara remembers every clash, every narrow escape, and every hard-won peace. Battles are rarely to the death, survival is the ultimate prize. In the wild, even the fiercest rivals know when to walk away, conserving their strength for another day, another challenge. The outcome shapes which pride flourishes, which cubs survive, and the balance of the Mara. The destinies of many are decided in these moments, as the strongest genes are passed on, and the next generation learns from the echoes of conflict. In the end, the question of who would win is less important than the story itself. These battles are woven into the fabric of the savannah, each one a thread in the grand tapestry of life. It's a tale of strength, strategy, and the timeless struggle for supremacy. Every encounter is a test of will, a dance of power and survival that has played out for generations. Such encounters shape not only the lions but the entire ecosystem. The ripple effects of their rivalry are felt by every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest herd. The legend of Scarface and Morani endures, inspiring awe and respect for the kings of the savannah. Their story is a testament to the enduring spirit of the wild, where every day is a battle, and every victory, no matter how small, echoes through the ages. The legends of Scarface and Morani are woven into the very fabric of the Maasai Mara. Scarface, with his battered face and calm authority, remains a symbol of resilience and leadership. His scars are badges of honor, proof of battles survived and a life lived on the edge. Under his reign, the Mara experienced rare stability, prides prospered, and the ecosystem flourished. Morani, by contrast, represents the promise of the future, his victories swift, his leadership decisive. He inspired both fear and admiration, his name whispered with awe and anticipation. Both lions shaped the destiny of the Mara, their stories intertwined with the land itself. Scarface stands for endurance and dignity, Morani for courage and seizing opportunity. Their legacies remind us that the Mara is a dance between old and new, wisdom and youth. In every pride and every roar, the influence of Scarface and Morani can still be felt. Now I turn to you. Who do you think would win? Scarface, the wise veteran, or Morani, the powerful challenger? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Your voice is part of this living legend. As our journey ends, remember, the Maasai Mara is a living stage where every legend, every roar adds to the grandeur of nature. Let's celebrate the enduring heart of the Mara, where the legacy of kings lives on. The countless tales, two of its most famous kings stand out, Scarface and Morani. Their names echo through the grasslands, symbols of power, courage, and the relentless will to survive. Scarface, the rock star of the Mara, was instantly recognizable by his battle-scarred face, a living testament to resilience. His injuries told the story of countless battles fought and won, each scar a badge of honor earned in the unforgiving wild. For over a decade he ruled with quiet confidence, his presence alone commanding respect. Scarface was more than just a leader, he was a legend, inspiring awe in all who saw him stride across the plains, his mane catching the golden light. On the other side, Morani, whose name means warrior, was the epitome of strength and vitality. With a powerful build and a regal bearing, Morani embodied the spirit of the Mara's younger generation, bold, fearless, and full of life. As one of the formidable Four Musketeers, Morani patrolled his territory with undisputed authority. His every step was a declaration of dominance, and his loyalty to his coalition made him a force to be reckoned with. Scarface was the wise patriarch, Morani, the perfect lion in his prime. Together, they represented two sides of the same coin, experience and youth, wisdom and vigor, the past and the future of the Mara. Their stories are etched into the soul of the Mara, remembered by all who witnessed their reigns. Local guides and visitors alike speak of them with reverence, their tales passed down like folklore, inspiring new generations to respect and protect these magnificent creatures. This is a journey into the lives of two extraordinary lions, Scarface the legend, Morani the legacy. Their paths crossed in a land where only the strongest endure, and their rivalry and brotherhood shape the destiny of their prides. We'll explore their personalities, their rule, and what made each a king. From their triumphs to their trials, we'll uncover the secrets behind their enduring fame and the impact they left on the Mara's ecosystem. This is not just a story of two lions, but of the Mara itself, a land shaped by its kings, where every roar echoes through time and every life leaves a mark on the endless plains. Scarface and Morani ruled with contrasting styles. Scarface embodied calm, stoic leadership, often solitary, exuding serene confidence. He rarely needed to assert himself, his presence spoke volumes. His patience and tolerance, even toward humans, made him a favorite among visitors. Morani, in contrast, was a lion of action, constantly patrolling, always vigilant. As a coalition leader, he was hands-on, ensuring every aspect of his kingdom was secure. Morani's interactions were assertive, his focus unwavering on his pride and territory. Scarface was the wise, unbothered king, Morani, the vigilant guardian. Their personalities shaped not just their reigns but the very atmosphere of the Mara. Two kings, two styles, each effective, each unforgettable. Their differences defined their legacies. A lion's territory is his kingdom, a vast domain where every blade of grass and every shadow is under his watchful gaze. Here, the lion is not just a predator, but a ruler, his presence felt in every corner of the land he claims. This territory is the source of his legacy, the foundation upon which his lineage is built. It is where his cubs are born, nurtured, and taught the ways of survival, and where his story is written into the landscape itself. Scarface, the legendary lion, ruled the Marsh Pride's lush grounds near the Mara River, a prime territory coveted by many. His reign was not just about holding land but about shaping the very heart of the Maasai Mara. His dominance brought stability, allowing generations to thrive under his protection. The pride flourished, and the cubs played freely, safe beneath the watchful eyes of their formidable leader. Even hyenas and rival lions respected his presence, shaping the ecosystem around him. Scarface's authority was so absolute that few dared to challenge him, and his reputation echoed across the plains. His reign was marked by order and a sense of calm authority. Under Scarface, the Marsh Pride experienced a rare peace, and the land itself seemed to breathe easier. Across the Talek River, Morani and his powerful coalition controlled a vast expanse, their territory stretching as far as the eye could see. Together they formed a formidable alliance, patrolling their borders with unwavering confidence. Their collective strength created a super territory, pushing rivals to the fringes and ensuring their dominance was unchallenged. The coalition's unity made them nearly unstoppable, a force to be reckoned with. The musketeers' dominance affected the distribution of entire prides and prey. Wildebeest and zebra altered their migration routes, and other lions were forced to adapt or move on. Hyenas faced a united front, forced to be more opportunistic and cautious, always watching for a chance but rarely finding one. Morani's reign was one of overwhelming force and clear boundaries. His coalition marked their territory with confidence, sending a clear message to all who approached. Both kings shaped the land, but in very different ways. Their influence could be seen from the winding trails in the grass to the shifting patterns of life across the savannah. Scarface's rule was about stability and peace. Morani's, about power and expansion. Each left a unique mark on the Maasai Mara, remembered by all who walked their lands. Their territories reflected their personalities, one a sanctuary of calm, the other a fortress of strength. In the end, the reign of these two rulers defined an era in the wild heart of Africa. Conflict defines a lion's reign, and each king had his own approach. Scarface mastered psychological warfare, his reputation often enough to deter rivals. He chose battles wisely, conserving energy for when it truly mattered. When forced to fight, he relied on cunning and experience, not just brute strength. His scars were proof of a survivor's spirit. Morani, in contrast, favored direct confrontation. As part of a powerful coalition, he and his brothers actively eliminated threats. Their patrols sent a clear message. This territory was taken. Morani's attacks were explosive, his dominance overwhelming. The musketeers fought as a unit, nearly unstoppable in battle. Scarface's patience brought longevity, Morani's force brought security. Two kings, two strategies, each effective in the wild. Their reigns were defined by how they faced conflict. In the Mara, the land itself can decide a king's fate. Here, every rise and hollow, every patch of shadow or sunlight can tip the balance between triumph and defeat. The Maasai Mara is not just a stage for the drama of survival. It is an active force, shaping every contest, every rivalry, and every moment of glory or loss. An open plain would favor Morani, his power and stamina unmatched in a direct fight. With nowhere to hide, his raw strength and youthful energy could dominate, allowing him to chase down rivals or defend his territory with relentless force. But in the rocky kopjes or dense forests, Scarface's experience and cunning could turn the tide. These tangled, shadowy places were his domain, where he could vanish in an instant, using the land's secrets to outwit even the strongest challenger. He knew every hiding place, every ambush point, Years of survival had taught him how to use the Mara's twists and turns to his advantage, striking from the shadows when least expected. Weather also played a role. A midday battle favored the younger Morani, while rain or night could help Scarface. The blazing sun sapped the energy of older lions, but Morani thrived in the heat. When storms rolled in or darkness fell, Scarface's patience and stealth became his greatest weapons. The landscape and climate were more than a backdrop. They were active players in every confrontation. Shifting winds, sudden downpours, and the ever-changing terrain could alter the outcome of a battle in an instant. Each king's strengths were amplified or diminished by the terrain. A confident stride across open grass could become a desperate scramble among rocks, and a hidden path through the bush could mean the difference between ambush and escape. The Mara's unpredictability meant no victory was ever certain. Even the most powerful lion could be humbled by a sudden storm or a shifting herd, and the tides of fortune could turn in a heartbeat. Survival depended on more than strength, it required adaptability. Only those who could read the land, anticipate its moods, and change with its rhythms would endure. In the end, the land chose its victors as much as the lions did. Every battle, every reign, was shaped by the Mara's will, a silent, ever-present force guiding the fate of kings. The Mara itself was the ultimate judge, its vastness and mystery forever shaping the destinies of those who call it home. A lion's body tells the story of his life. Scarface's scars and limp were badges of survival, each mark a testament to battles endured. Despite injuries, he carried himself with dignity, his resilience legendary. His aging body inspired awe, showing that survival is about toughness, not just strength. Morani, by contrast, was the picture of health, muscular, powerful, and unscarred. His prime condition was a result of coalition success and shared duties. Morani's strength allowed him to dominate without bearing the toll of constant battle. Scarface's body told a story of endurance, Morani's of dominance. Each king's physical state reflected his journey. One wore his scars with pride, the other his strength. Both were icons in their own right. What makes a lion an icon? Scarface's story of survival and his unmistakable appearance made him a global legend. His scarred face and calm demeanor drew photographers and tourists from around the world. People saw in him a reflection of resilience and hope. Social media amplified his fame, turning him into the face of the Mara. His death was mourned worldwide, a testament to his impact. Morani's fame was built on awe and perfection. He embodied the ideal lion, majestic, powerful, and respected by all. His leadership of the Musketeers was a story of brotherhood and strategy. Morani's legacy was one of strength and stability. Scarface inspired through adversity, Morani through dominance. Each became a symbol, one of survival, the other of power. Their stories continue to inspire. Scarface and Morani's tales ask us, what do we value more, resilience or perfection? Scarface's scars were badges of honor, proof of a life fought and survived. Admiring him means seeing beauty in imperfection and strength in endurance. Morani represented peak power and leadership, ruling through dominance and unity. To admire Morani is to be captivated by strength and strategic rule. Each lion's story offers a different kind of greatness. Do we find inspiration in the old warrior's scars, or the prime king's power? Both paths are valid, both kings unforgettable. The Mara demanded different things from each, and each delivered. Their legacies live on in the land and in our hearts. The sagas of Scarface and Morani echo across the Mara long after their reigns. Now it's your turn. Which king do you admire more? Was it Scarface's resilience or Morani's commanding strength? Share your thoughts in the comments. Every perspective adds to their legend. Your voice keeps their stories alive. The debate continues. Who is your chosen king? If you're inspired, explore more. Documentaries, articles, and stunning photography await. The lives of these lions are more complex than any single story can capture. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Mara's greatest legends. The wild heart of Africa awaits your discovery.